homeschooling from where you are, I'm going to give you a shout out right now too. G'day, g'day, g'day. But today's one comes from somebody named Max who wants to be a ship designer. And he's asked for something very specific. He has asked us if we can have a bit of a look at how to draw the Queen Mary 2. Now, I had no idea that was even a ship last time, let alone what the ship actually looks like. But now I'm an expert, so we're going to have a look at that together, shall we? So everybody, grab your pencils, ink, eraser. Don't forget your piece of paper, because we are going to start cartooning. Or if you're on your iPad, grab your little stylus. I hope you've got a second screen going so that you don't have to switch back and forth between YouTube and your cartooning screen. But we're going to jump straight to it this week. So let's have a bit of a look at what this ship looks like. But not only that, we're going to have a look at what lies beneath, okay? Because this episode is called What Lies Beneath, and here's a picture of the ship that we're going to be studying and drawing. But that's only the first half of the lesson, because the second half of the lesson is going to be looking down below into the depths. And you're going to be able to draw whatever you like. As you can see here, we've got our little mate, the Mosasaurus. Rah! We've also got great white shark. We've got that crazy thing from Finding Nemo that's got like the light on its head. Does anyone know what they're actually called? I don't know, but they wig me out. The deeper you go in the ocean, the stranger stuff gets, right? Is there anything that doesn't eat something else down there? They've all got lights, or they've all got jaws or anything. It's just like fish eat fish down there. But we are going today to start drawing this ship. But for the second part, we're going to draw 3 things, all right? And they're all going to have the same shape. We're going to be drawing a Mosasaurus, a whale, and a great white shark. And they're all using the same technique. So let's have a little bit of a look at this together, right? I grabbed the schematics for this ship. Look at that. Ain't she a beauty? So we always draw a lot better when we have reference material, don't we? But don't worry, we're not going to have to draw every single little bit of this ship today, because I've got a bit of a hack for you, all right? And this hack is going to be how you are going to be able to cheat it, right? So look at this. On our little piece of paper, let's say that, my piece of paper is right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the, see, here's our ship. We're going to draw the dark bit first. But before we do that, let's say that this white screen is your piece of paper. Let's draw together up a bit more than halfway up where it is. Okay, we're going to draw a line, because this is going to be our horizon line. You got that? Okay, so just below me here, you can see our horizon line. And what we're going to do is use the ship for reference, and we are going to copy what the ship looks like. Okay, so let's start with this, the bottom dark bit. Okay, so what I like to do, you don't have to do it, but what I like to do when I am drawing something is I sketch out a rough bit of a shape first. So I'll show you what it kind of looks like, and then you can decide whether or not you want to use construction lines like I do, or whether you want to go straight to it and you just wait until I've drawn my rough shape and then you do the normal one. All right, so my construction lines, if I was sketching really lightly in my with my pencil, I'd be like this. I think our ship, the front of it, kind of has a bit of a curve there, doesn't it? And then at the back, it's kind of, the bottom of its butt goes a bit round there. And then it's essentially, it's more or less like a straight line there. So that's kind of how it's going to go. All right. So that gives me the rough shape of how it's going to go. And then all I do is I jump straight on top of it, either with the same pencil or on a new layer if you're on your iPad. And then I sort of just go over that, right? Because we've already got the rough shape. And it kind of, you can give it, it even sort of goes up a bit there. Now, like I said, it's quite a complex little ship. So I'm going to give you a bit of a trick, a bit of a hack here right now. Okay, look at this. I'm going to make it a lot easier for you. But there, all we're going to do is we are going to draw this cool little outline. It makes it so much easier than drawing every single little window of this ship. Let's draw this outline together. So grab your pencils and we'll go straight into it. We don't even need to do a rough one. Should we start, I don't know, should we start at the front or the back? I'm not quite sure. Maybe, let's start at the back right now, okay? Let's do, and you don't even have to be like fully, you don't have to get it 100% correct. Look, you know, it looks like there's some sort of steps, some little building-y things. So you can just do what that looks like there, and you can sort of have a bit of a guess as to what some of these things might be. Sort of about there, it looks like it goes up a bit, and because we're going to colour our ship in, it doesn't matter sort of if you go over bits or not. There's a bit of a round thing, that could be a radar or something, and then like a little sort of, it almost looks like a little tower. Oh, you know what I think that might be? I think that might actually be a smokestack. I think that's where, because, you know, if the ship's moving forward like that way, obviously, you don't want your smokestack with all your smoke to be getting in everyone's face. Now, I might just bump my ship over a little bit so that you lovely people don't have to try to guess what's getting drawn under my head right now. There we go. Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah. Here we go. So, when we are here on our little ship, we keep on drawing like this. That goes down, sort of steps down a bit, goes across a bit, and it's a really long ship, this one. So don't worry if you get it a bit too high, but we're trying to show everyone how long this ship is. I don't even know this could be like a little tower or something. And feel free to like add some other things. You could have like, you know, little railings if you want to have like a railing on a bit, like, you know, something like that. And then, you know, a few more steps down. Make this ship your own, right? Max wants to know how to draw this exact ship, but if you add some other things, maybe you can make it like your own type of ship instead, right? This is where I think these little round things are radars to like tell it where everything else is so they don't get lost at sea. Put a little tower there, and this is looking pretty good. And there we go. Oh, I don't want to get too far ahead because it's got a bit of a bow, so I might even extend that out a bit. Look, there we go. Make our ship a bit longer. Cool. Cool. This is looking a bit like the one below, isn't it? And it's going to look even more so if I just color the whole thing in, right? And I'll tell you why we're going to do this in a minute. This is called a silhouette, okay? So in animation, if you want to get a really nice dynamic shape, what you do is take a look at the silhouette, because it's easy to get lost in the detail. But look, bam, bam. If I was to color this whole thing in, bom, bom, it's looking pretty good, looking like a ship. It might not look exactly like this one down there, but if you didn't want to do that, you know, you don't have to color the whole thing black. You could be here all day till the cows come home, drawing a window. Hang on, where's the other one gone? Drawing, oh yeah, you know, this has got some lifeboats here on the side, and it's got like, you know, some other little portholes and things like that. It's got some color and stuff like that. But for what I'm doing today, I'm very lazy. I'm going to do it and just make it black like that. And even then, that kind of looks cool. I might leave a couple of lights on our ship. And the reason we're going to leave the lights on today is because the silhouette of the ship is showing that it is sunset right now. Okay, so sunset on our ship, we're going to represent it with a bit of color. Like, I've finished this ship now, and this, you know what? I'm going to hide our little ship down the bottom, because I don't really need you for reference material anymore. Thanks for coming, but you can go on and skip off right now. Off you go. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to do in a second, we're going to do our second part, which is going to be everything, all of the creatures that are down below. But before we do this, I might make this ship my own, right? You know what? What do you want on your ship? Have a think. Would you like a water slide? I might put like a giant tower here with a ladder. And I'm going to have a loop-the-loop on my water slide. Yeehaw! And it goes down into the pool. Where it goes splash. And there's like some water coming out of the pool. You can have like a water slide there, some railings. Or you could have like a really tall tower. You know, because this is G-Man's ship. And I'm going to have like a flag. And then, you know, I've taken over this ship. It's can be like a pirate ship. Or, Max, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this was your ship before, but I'm going to put a cannon at the front. Bomb, bomb, bomb. In case there are pirates. So our ship suddenly, you know what? Double cannon. Our ship's getting a cannon. I'm customizing this bad boy. It's happening. Sorry, Maxie. What about at the back? What about... I think I want a bigger smokestack. You know what? I think I want this to be like, bom, bom. Obviously, if you do like the ship the way it was before, feel free to keep it that way. But if you want to turn it into like a paddle steamer with like some extra things on there, let's like, I'm going to add a bit of smoke there as well. And I might even just, down below me right now. I might even make that as a silhouette. You know, have the guns doing something as well. Anything else I'm missing off my ship? Oh, there we go. I'll make sure it's keeping it most things in silhouette right now. Do my little loop-de-de-loop. There you go. Good enough. This is what I want my ship to look like right now. Boop, boop. Now, what's going to happen is, beneath it, we are going to do a second lesson today because I'm showing you the top of this ship, how it is on horizon, right? And it's going to be like almost getting dark. It's going to be nighttime soon. But it's not quite yet. And so what I'm going to do is add some creatures down there, okay? So let's have a little look-see at some creatures that we may be able to add. I'm going to teach you something right now. Let me have a look. I might just grab a spare little blank piece of paper to show you. But you can draw it. You can draw it like down here right under your ship where we were drawing a minute ago. All right? And I'm going to sketch some stuff out. But like if I draw it down here, it's only going to be like about that big. Something like this. Sketching it out, right? So what I'll do is I'll show you it on a bigger screen, okay? What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, today is we are going to use a half moon shape. And this half moon shape isn't like a normal moon like that. It goes like a smiley half moon, okay? Can you see that? And again, I'm sketching these pretty light and rough, right? Give us a half moon shape. Just one will do, and you can make it sort of down here, okay? Like I said. So you will be doing your half moon round about anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. You can make it as big as small as you like. It can be like that. Make it a decent size because we're going to have a big thing hanging out under our ship. Now, what shall we do first? Let's make this one. It's a classic. Let's go for the shark. All right. So this half moon shape represents our shark's tummy, right? What does a shark tail look like, right? Our shark's tail, it actually goes a bit longer at the back and shorter just there, okay? And classic, everyone, you know it's a shark the instant you see that. But this fin, it's okay, but check this out. Instead of doing it straight down, what I do is I put a little sort of cut in the bottom and it makes our shark look a little bit faster. And then, like in Nemo, when Bruce rocks up, you can put these cuts at the bottom as well. This other one here is on the other side of our shark, so that's going to be a bit darker, okay? And its eyes are going to be sort of roughly about there. Now, you don't need to sketch it the way that I do, but like I said, that's how animators do it. They rough something out with what we call construction lines. So now I'm going to get my proper ink and we're going to go over this together. All right, and I'm going to smooth that nose out a little bit. I'm going to go for that fin and I'm going to make it a little bit sharper when I do it this time. And I'm going to keep with that curve of the moon. I'm going to give it a bit of its tail fin there. And again, I'm going to put a little cut in there. Yeah, it looks all right. It's looking okay. Now this one, if you're smart, you will know that we are overlapping. Boom, look at that. And then this bottom bit, I'm going to put that bit back there as well. And I'll darken that straight away. And so that tells me that it's behind our shark. Now, my eyes, I'm going to kind of turn them into eyebrows and make it look like a bit of a mean looking shark. It's a bit of a chunky one, this one, isn't it? It's a bit of a, this shark's been eating quite a bit, I think. Now, yeah, cool, we can have it just going like that. But come on, people, we want our sharks to have a big mouth. So instead of closing its mouth, let's just turn that bottom bit into like a gaping maw. So, and you know what? Again, you can have your teeth go, boring. You want your shark to look like it's been in fights. You want it missing some teeth. You want, if you ever look at if you Google like what the inside of a great white shark's mouth looks like, it just looks painful. It just looks like it can't have a good day with all of those teeth. So give them different sizes. You can have a double tooth. You can even have like a cracked one there. Give them lots and lots of different teeth. And to make it look 3D, give it a line of teeth at the back as well. Look, see that? Instantly, let's even, because it's cartooning, give it a tongue as well. Instantly, our shark, boom, looks like it's mean. You wouldn't want to come against this one, would you? So, right now, you should have this this shark sitting below your boat, right? Should be sitting there. Now, yeah, either I can like, I'll tell you what, I'll do a speed draw, just the way that we did just then, okay? So if you want to catch up, I'll tell you what, I'll do you a favor. I'll grab our little sharky here for you in case you still need to copy it. And even though this is live right now, what we'll do is I'll chuck this up a bit later for you so so you can take a bit of a look and you can study it. There you go. If you're still drawing that shark there. But I'm about to do a speed draw now. Ready, spaghetti. Let's see how quickly I can draw my shark. Where did I start with last time? Did I start with the nose? Something like that. Here we go. And I might change some things up as we go just because it's fun. All right, look. This shark can have like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make it a bit fun. I'm going to have a bite taken out of its tail because it's been in fights. All right, this is an old shark, right? So this one is like, you know, this one's been around for a long time. It's been in long fights. And come on, push it, people. Push your picture. How far can you go? I'm going to give this one a big undershot jaw. Looks like it's sort of laughing. And I'm going to give it, you know what? Let's give it some scars as well. Let's like, you know, this is like a shark that loves to get in fights with other sharks. And you can see that it's sort of like telling a bit of a story, isn't it? Like you look at this shark and you go, wow, look at his eyes. Is this thing crazy? And might even give it, I think sharks are white on the bottom and they're like that sort of darker shade on the top because when you're looking from above the shark, it just looks like ocean. But when the fish below this shark are looking upwards into the, up under its belly, it kind of looks like the same color as the sky, okay? So that way this shark is always kind of camouflaged. Well, I'm not picking my colors very well, but whatevs. This is cartooning, not coloring class. Lol. Okay. All right, finish this shark off. Good enough. All right, we got a shark there. I might just colour in its little beady, greedy eyes too. I don't know. Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments if you prefer shark number 1 that I drew, who's still black and white, or shark number 2. And you know what? Should we just keep them both in here? Yeah, let's do it. Ah! Whoops. I'll tell you what. We'll get this shark on the same level as this shark, and then they can both hang out together, and nobody will have a problem with the color of my sharks. But I'm going to make it, this one can be like, you know, hanging out back there. Okay, quickly color you in too. Not my day. Anyway, we've got 2 sharks, all right? Moving on, because we've got about 10 minutes left. So what we are going to do is skip to the next one. Okay, so get your little sketchy again. And what we're going to do, we're going to go sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. We are going to put, obviously you don't have this shark over there, do you? Because I copied and pasted it. We are going to sketch maybe another one. Let's do something going a different direction now, all right? Should we do it like that? Yeah, let's do that, okay? And I might make a little bit of room because I said we're going to give you 3. There we go. All right, so again, you've sketched your half moon. And again, I'm going to go over here and show you what that half moon is going to turn into, right? So your one looks like that over here. My one looks like this over here. This one can be a whale, all right? Let's do a whale diving down. And again, this means that it's its belly, but because a whale is kind of like a bit more graceful. Let's extend that out, and they've got that, what shape is it? What shape would you say a whale's tail is? It goes kind of like, it's almost like a back to front S. Am I doing that right? No, I'm not. It's wrong. It goes that way. It is an S. It's not even a back to front S. And then the opposite down there, and that's how a whale's tail looks like. Now, whale tails don't go side on like that, do they? Usually, they actually, a whale tail would go like flat, right? They look like that. A shark's one and a fish goes like that. Whale tail goes like that. So that means because I've messed my own whale up, I'm going to have to get creative with this. So instead of looking at our whale side on, let's get creative. This is going to be its tummy. So you can do a, is it called a fin? Is it still a whale's fin? Its fin is up the top and down the bottom because our whale is showing us its big tummy, all right? So you know how they have those sort of lines on them? We can have a whale. All right, that's a good enough sketch. So I'll just grab my normal marker now. Might make this sketch a little bit lighter for you all so that you don't get distracted by it. There we go, make it nice and light. There we go. And I am going to ink this thing in black. Okay? Okay, let's do it. Thank you for bearing with me, you lovely people. All right, now a whale as well has like all of these little details on it because they're sort of covered in like barnacles and things. So as you go, feel free to add like cool, fun little things that tell you a bit of a story about the whale. Now they do have a little fin like that. It's not as like big like a shark's one, so don't make it too big. Now let's see if I can, how does it, oh, I knew I should have, hey, wait. Do I have a picture of a whale? I don't think I do right now. Shame on me. Let's see. Is it that? Is it that? Oh, I think we got it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good enough whale tail. There we go. So it's got a tiny little tail and it's got a big tummy. And again, they kind of like have that funny little smile, don't they? And then they've got, it kind of looks like, you know, you know how the Simpsons have teeth like this? The whale kind of, you can draw it like that. Just like it's got hundreds and hundreds of Simpson teeth. And then we can like, I'm going to give it tiny little eyes. So it's sort of, It's a bit of a happy whale, and it's got more of those bumps. And we're going to show, you know what? You can even add some ones on the other side of it too. And as the bumps get closer to you, you make them bigger. And it's got those like really cool big stripes. Because I think that is when like the whale swallows a whole pile of krill. Do they eat krill? Do all whales eat krill, or do some eat like other stuff? I kind of feel like some eat like sardines or mackerels too. But when they like swallow a whole pile of seawater, that balloons out, right? If you watch your David Attenborough, you'll see that balloons out, and then they actually sieve it through their baleen, their teeth. They go, swallow water, then they go, and like spit all of the water out. Charming whales. They don't really have table manners, but that's because they don't have tables. All right, cool. And I'm just gonna, continue these color schemes on. And there's our big chungus whale. Now let's see if I can color this one really quickly. And I won't waste too much of your time because I know you're all waiting to get the star of the show, Mosasaurus. Because we love the Mosasaurus, don't we? Hey? Whether you're a fan of Jurassic Park or you're not, the Mosasaurus is just like the most interesting giant creature in the ocean from the whatever period that was. Hey, I've drawn these on the same level, so, that'll serve me right. I can't easily color this. I'll have to spend my time coloring it like you lovely people with pencils at home. I can't just go click, 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 haha, I'm good. No, I have to go and go click, what about that bit, click, what about that bit, click, what about that bit. But you get it, all right? You get it. There's a whale there. Very good. And I might make this even darker. And if you've got a pencil and you want to make something darker of the same color, just press hard. Just, don't smash up your pencils, but just press a little bit harder if you want to show shading on something. And then usually shadows are below, okay? So look, I'll just spend a couple of seconds giving you a really good tip to remember, okay? We'll just do our little mate's teeth here. Good enough. If you would like to show shadows on something, okay? If you've got a pencil, choose where you think that the shadow is going to be. If you're like me and you're doing it on a computer, what you can actually do is get black, dial it down to like, I don't know, 15%, 20%, something like that. Grab yourself a new layer and look at this. I'm going to make some shadows under our whale to show that it's 3D. Boop. Look at that. What a nice cheat. Isn't that good? Doesn't that make it look better? And like, you can put these anywhere you like. And like I said, if you've got colored pencils, all you need to do is once you've colored your creature in, just go, might give it a bit of a shadow under its arm there. So I'm going to choose these colors and press a bit harder. I might give it a bit of shadow there too. Can you see how this is making it look a bit more 3D? Isn't that neat? You can do it with your shark as well. And I might just do that in a minute. Not just now, but in a minute. And, but like I said, we're about to go back to our Mosasaurus, okay? Now, hopefully you've left a bit of space, unlike me, who's like drawn too many things too big. But you know what? Grab yourself a new piece of paper. You don't have to draw these all on the same one. You can always go ahead and either cut them out later or, just draw another ship. Just have another go. But right now, I might draw a big, it could even be behind these ones if you want, but draw a big one. Yeah, you know what? Grab yourself a new piece of paper because you can cut this one out when you're done with it. You can do it here, or you can do it on a new piece of paper. I'm going to select a new piece of paper right here. Boom. And we are going to draw the Mosasaurus, except I forget what they look like. Where did it go? Hang on. No, it doesn't look like a ship. No, it doesn't look like that ship either. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. There you go. That proves that the ship's here at night. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that silhouette, ladies and gentlemen. Steaming off into the sunset while all of these creatures lurk below. Okay. Now, I am going to draw on the correct layer now. And I'm going to draw my little half moon shape, except I'm going to make it a massive half moon shape because we've got a Mosasaurus. And the Mosasaurus's tail doesn't stop at the end like that, like any normal fish. It kind of has like, it continues, doesn't it? It's sort of got this like weird paddle tail. And it's like head, kind of like, oh, does it look like that? I'm sure I have one here for us to look at. Do I? Don't I? I'm sure I do. There it is. There we go. Come here. I need to borrow your Mosasaurus. Can you just like sit down on this page right now and look lovely? Because we're going to sketch you. See how bad, look, hang on a second. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen, how bad my Mosasaurus would have looked like if I'd have just gone, yeah, I reckon I know what a Mosasaurus looks like. Now we're going to copy one and we're going to see how much better that makes it. So if you want to know how to draw something, literally jump on Google Images, have a look, and you'll be able to find whatever you're looking for. Just Google it and go, hey Google, I want to learn how to draw a Mosasaurus. Grab that picture and then copy that picture, right? It's that simple. Just like we did with the ship a few minutes ago, by copying this Mosasaurus, we are going to get a much better product than if we just tried to draw it from our memories of what we think it looks like, okay? So, here we go. I'm going to draw my little half crescent moon, because you can see that's its sort of little tummy there. And then it's going to extend. Look at that. It's got its freaky deaky tail. But then, much like our whales and other things, it's got these like big flipper fins, like a plesiosaur, if you know your dinosaurs. But it's also got ones at the back. Now I think they got a little, these ones are like paddles, so make them a bit thinner where they attach to the body. Taper them off like that. See, this is why we do construction lines, so you don't have to get it perfect every time. And then, and look, it's got 4 of them. The one down the bottom doesn't have it. And it kind of, I think it's back dips a bit like that, so we can make it sort of back dip a bit, like sort of cut out some of that line there. And again, like the great white, let's like have it looking really mean. Okay, and then I think I want to make it look like, if you draw the top of its mouth, see that, like that, it's going to look like you're looking at it from below, like it's above you. But look at this. Pro artists, if you draw it like that, like we did with the great white, it looks like you're looking from above. You want to see that again? Above, below. And I think this one might look kind of mean if it looks like it's above you, right? So it's like you're diving and the Mosasaurus is between you and the surface and you can't get up there. All right, and it's got some mean eyes there. Good enough. All right, that's good enough for my sketch. Let's actually go and ink this bad boy or bad girl. Yeah, let's make this a female Mosasaurus. Okay, here she goes. All right, let's draw. Now, I'm going to make her look as mean as possible. So maybe we can start. It's got, its mouth sort of goes like this. And see this one down here? It almost looks like it's like a bit happy, like that. But I'm going to give mine some scars. So I'm going to like cut bits out of its lip. Look at that. So it looks like it's bitten some sharp things. And you can even have like, take a little chunk out of it. Look at that. Mean. And again, I'm going to give it a bunch of different size teeth and I'm going to hook them backwards, right? Don't do boring ones like that, right? A tooth doesn't look like that, does it? Do it like this. Yeah, make them interesting, right? Make them overlap each other. Here we go. Overlapping teeth. And here, because I've got some missing, look, I'm going to draw a gum. All right? That is a missing piece of mouth, so the gum is sticking out. Doesn't that look cool? She's been around in the ocean looking for trouble and she's found it. And again, look, because we're looking from the top, you can even have like gums up the top sticking out there. And again, because we did this sort of, that bit there, we're going to like follow that line of where the teeth are. Yes! Looks like a zombie. I'm happy with this. And you know what? Let's just make it black inside. As black as its heart. And I'm going to color this also a similarly, maybe really dark red. So you can sort of tell that's the inside of the mouth. Accidentally colored a tooth. Don't care. Let's continue drawing. Now, because obviously you're not coloring as you go, I just get to do that because this is my show. Ha ha ha. And if you want something to look mean, have a look. Make its eye as small as possible. Look at the difference with this, right? If it's a cute character, cute Mosasaurus looks like this. Oh, hello, I'm a Mosasaurus. Right? Cute, might as well give her eyelashes. She looks like a whale. No. You want to have, you can make the eyebrow look mean, but look, give it tiny little eyes and an even smaller pupil in the middle, and don't even give like any light in the pupil. That makes it look kind of mean, doesn't it? Right? And giving her details again here. Watch this. See how I drew these teeth up the top? They can also be used for something else. Check this out. If you want your Mosasaurus to look extra mean, because I have a feeling, leave me a message in the comments, tell me whether I know my dinosaurs or not, but are these things related to crocodiles? Because that tail and these arms and things kind of look like it could be like crocodilian. Let me know if I'm absolutely wrong. No, Gav, they're related to sharks or canaries or, something totally different. But if it's a crocodile, like I suspect it is, you can tell me if I'm right too, you can have these like blades going along its back. It's kind of got this weird paddle tail. And you know what? Who cares? I might even just have some extra spikes sticking out of it. So it's almost like an ankylosaurus. And here are its fins. Again, give it a scar or two. Ooh, yeah. She's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. And am I drawing on the wrong level again? Probably. Boop. 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 No, I think I'm good. Yes. Cool. Thanks for bearing with me. This is only my second official little drawing lesson. So I'm glad that you're being so kind to me. All right. And then, you can start to add other things as well. If you want like a color scheme on it, look at this. I don't know, give it spots or give it like splotches. These back ones, maybe I'll just make them like black again because I'm so unimaginative. Excuse me, Mosasaurus, you're just going to need to like pop out of the way for a second. Hop back there. Thank you. Because I want to make this fin a bit bigger because it's looking a bit silly right now. It doesn't look threatening at all. So even with the fins that are near the back, look, you can take some chunks out of them and you can kind of see, oh, okay, look, that's an evil looking little back fin there. Cool. Give it some more scars and stuff. And look, this one here also has like, okay, blotches look cool on dinosaurs, don't they? Right, so if you have like a sort of color scheme like this is a freaky deaky looking animal. And you can sort of blotch out the bottom of it. Oh yeah. So in theory, look at this one, it's got a lighter underbelly, just like the shark. So if this is true, then the Mosasaurus also had camouflage, so it could sneak up on stuff a bit easier. All right, let's get rid of our guide layer and then we'll color this thing. And what color? Everything's blue today. Is everything really going to be the same color? No, it's my picture. I get to do what I want. I want to make it purple. And I want to make it the exact same color as this one. Blip. Yeah, cool. I'll just make it a bit easier on myself. What about that? What about that? Yay. It's not really looking that menacing, but hey, little kids might be watching, so we can't make it full-on zombie with, like, you know, other things hanging out of its mouth that it's eaten for lunch. And if you are going to color it, again, you can make it interesting. Do the teeth slightly different colors, or press harder on some of them and softer on some of them. Okay? Look at that. Oh, interesting now. Suddenly it gives us something more to look at. Your eyes kind of going, what? Where? Which tooth is where? And I'm going to give it maybe like some pink gums so we can sort of tell what they are. I might make these gums pink there. Yeah, that'll work. And this one, that was a gum there, wasn't it? Yeah, cool. I'm liking it. I'm not disliking it. So that makes me happy. Just leave some of these teeth white. Why not? And on the back, I don't know. I think I kind of need to make it like a little bit more menacing. So maybe I'll just get like a version of one of my colors. Because this is called a color scheme, Kitty Winks. A color scheme is where you don't pick every single color in your pencil box. You just kind of pick variations of the same color. Otherwise, it looks like a pizza. And I know you kids love Supreme Pizza, but once you get past the age of, I'm going to say 15, maybe a bit older, maybe a little bit older, you start to go, you know what? I like simplicity. I don't want every single thing on there. I want a color scheme. And this color scheme is kind of like purple and blue. See? We didn't add a whole bunch of different colors. And because of that, our Mosasaurus actually looks pretty neat. Now, I'm going to do something else right now. What I'm going to do is I am going to, as I said before, I'm going to whip over this one really quickly. So if you are at home with your pencils, you press a bit harder. And if you're using your Wacom tablet, like Lucas does all of the time, and we are going to go over on a different layer and give it a bit of coloring. Check this out. Here we go. Ready, spaghetti, go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to color this with shadows. Looking good. Looking good, Lady Mosasaurus. And while I am also doing this, I'm also going to put, you know what? Why not? You know? Make this one more interesting too. Don't think that you're finished being creative just because you're coloring something in. Look, give it some dots. Give it some, like, more scars. Whoosh. Look at that. And give it bags under its eyes. Make the inside of its mouth darker in places too. Make some of the teeth darker in spots as well. Is this gum behind a light source? Look at that. I'm going to just give it shading around its lips too. Make it look 3D, people. Along the backs of some of these too. Can you see the difference it makes? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. But I think that that looks better than... Where is it? Let me see. That is better than that, right? That's okay. 3D, 2D, 3D. So what I'll do right now is let's just have a look at how they're going to look with our custom ship. And then we will say our goodbyes, yeah? Okay, you are not supposed to be there. A whole bunch of these little pictures have jumped up onto the screen. Go away. You also go away. You delete. You shark. You okay, you can stay. Mr. Mosasaurus? I'm sorry, Miss Mosasaurus? Can we have you here, please, front and center? Where? There she is. Check that out. She's hiding underneath this ship. And she may even take a bite out of it. Either that or she's chasing the shark. I can't tell. But look, this is a simple way. All we did today was I gave you a shape. It was a half moon shape. And what we did was we were able to draw some really, really cool creatures using just that exact same shape. How cool is that? Okay, so what I might do is I'm just going to finish colouring it in so it actually looks like it might be a finished picture. And what if we go like this? Ooh. That's kind of okay. Not exactly what we were looking for, but whatevs. I'll see if I can do this really quickly. Can I actually go like this? Please, please, please. Unlock the fill. Yes, that's what we're after. There we go. That's a bit better. And if you want to get really cute with it, you can even kind of like add some extra things. Like, you know, look, there's some clouds in the sky behind the ship. Clouds on the horizon. It's nighttime. Night is coming. And the dark Mosasaurus is underneath. Alright, cool. So you've learned how to draw a Mosasaurus, a shark, and a whale using the exact same techniques. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Now, I've got to say a little bit of a shout out to some lovely people who have been in contact and flicking some messages through to Ush TV today. So what I might do is I'm going to do a quick couple of shout outs, and I'm also going to show you some pictures of what some people have been doing last week. Here we go. Alright. So, right here we have an awesome axolotl. If you were around for last week's episode, thank you for sticking through with it, because I'm very well aware it skipped all over the place. Hopefully it's not doing that for you this week. Lucas, love this axolotl. I love how the gills are there. I especially like how you also included the water aerator. Very good. Now, what we have... Oh, dude! You have a Minecraft one going. That is really cool. I'm liking this axolotl. And as you, if you are also following us last week as well, you would know that I told you can add extra bits to your axolotl. But it looks like this gentleman took the axolotls a bit too seriously, and he's got an axolotl in a pouch. He's got an axolotl with axolotl arms, and on the top, is that a tiny axolotl with like weapons riding on top of this axolotl? I think that that is really, really cool. That makes me happy to see your axolotl. Now, let's have a look at this next one. Emma. Oh, look at this cute little axolotl. I love it. Bit abstract, but I reckon people wouldn't pay money for this. Her next work, like this one, you can kind of see a bit more literally what these guys are going for. Two axolotls hanging out on the bottom of the tank. Fantastico! Everybody, I love it when you send me your work in. So if you would like to see your work featured, just flick us a little email to hello@ush.tv. Get your mum or your dad or your guardian or your auntie or your dog or your guinea pig to take a photo of your picture. Send it in to us. We might feature it next week. Now, I think we also have a bit of a request for next week as well from Elena. Was it? No, it's not Elena today. Who was it? I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. Let me have a little look-see here. This one came in via text. It was asked if... Oh, interesting. Next week, it looks like it potentially might be superheroes and things like that. Very cool. We're going to have heroes versus supervillains next week, and I'm going to tell you who requested this next week, because I'm going to give them a very special shout out. But until then, I'm G-Man. You're awesome. Thank you for watching Ush TV every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Keep drawing, people.